Hi, my name is Sandy. I was in the Army. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm here with Alexis for cardio boxing. I belong to R.O.V.E.R.S, which is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best programs the VA has ever done. It's helped me with my weight, with my medications, which I've gotten off of a couple, and the camaraderie. Love the program. Thank you.
Nearly all older adults can safely meet the national recommendation of engaging in low to moderate intensity physical activity. Do not exercise if you have any symptoms that have not been evaluated by your healthcare provider, such as pain in your chest, abdomen, or joints, unusual swelling, difficulty catching your breath, dizziness, or fluttering in your chest. If you experience any of these symptoms, stop and reevaluate before continuing. If you have any further questions, discuss your exercise plan with your healthcare provider. Thanks for the introduction, Sandy. I'm Alexis, and I'm an exercise physiologist from the Pittsburgh, PA R.O.V.E.R.S program. Today we will be performing a moderate intensity cardio program that I like to call cardio boxing. For access to more videos, search for R.O.V.E.R.S exercise on YouTube. In this cardio boxing class, you do not need anything special, just yourself in a standing or seated position based on your abilities. I will be showing two versions of cardio boxing. The standing version is for those who have no balance issues, and the second version is for anyone with balance or orthopedic limitations. When we are going through this cardio boxing class, please don't push into any pain or discomfort through the movement of the exercise and modify as needed if you do get increased pain throughout any of the exercise motions. Lastly, before we get started for cardio boxing, I want you to work at a safe level. Try to think of how hard something feels to you at the time. We rate this on a scale from 1 to 10. I want you to work at your ability, so if you feel that you need to work at a lower intensity, please do so, but it can be as hard as a 5 to 6 out of 10, which means moderate to somewhat hard. Challenge yourself, but be safe. I'll explain both the standing and seated version of the exercises as I am going through cardio boxing. Okay, let's get ready in our cardio boxing stances and get started. All right, we're going to start with marches. So, like we spoke about before we started, we can do the marches for speed, or we can do the marches for length. So if you're comfortable driving your knee up to your chin, it's going to be a little harder. If you want to, you can just walk in place. We're going to do this for about a minute, okay? So pace yourself. This is a cardio class, so make sure that you're not burning out all of your energy in the beginning, okay? We want to make sure that we can get through as much as we possibly can. All right? Keep it going. We got about 15 seconds. Bring it up if you need to. Okay, if you're sitting, we're doing the same thing sitting. We're just pumping our legs back and forth. Try to pump the arms if you can, even in the seated position. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Next thing we're going to do for our warm-up is we're going to go into jumping jacks. Okay? Regular jumping jacks if you can. Okay? If you need to modify, step to the side, step to the side. Okay? If you have any shoulder issues at all and it hurts to come above your head, you can give me seal jacks. Okay? Arms are just at 90 degrees. Okay? Or we're doing our normal jumping jacks. Okay? Same thing. If you are sitting in the chair, you're going to give me the standing side to side. Okay? 10 more seconds here. We're really warming up our bodies. This is going to be cardio with a fix on our shoulders. So at the end of this workout, you might have a little burn in the shoulders. Make sure it's not painful, but we are working them. We're going to keep them up almost the whole time. Okay? 3, 2, 1. All right, nice job. Got our bodies all warmed up. We're going to start with our stance that every time we do any type of boxing movement, Okay, we're going to have our feet stagger stepped. Depending on what you are, if you are left-handed or right-handed. I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna have my right foot forward. If you are right-handed, you're gonna have your left foot forward. Okay, we want to be able to bob back and forth or side to side without falling. Okay, the first two punches that we're going to use are going to be the 1 and the 2. Number 1 is your non-dominant hand. It's called a jab, okay? You're going to punch forward with your non-dominant hand. We're going to put a little bit of weight on in our quads, okay, in our legs. Punch forward is 1. We want both of our hands up towards our cheeks. If we were in a real boxing situation, we would want to protect our face. So we're going to keep our arms right above at our cheekbone. Okay, keep them there unless you're punching. So we're going to do our jab number 1. Okay, forward, come back, and then our knockout punch, which is our number 2 punch. Okay, this is with your dominant hand. When you're doing this, you're back and you're turning your core to push forward, okay? If you are doing both at the same time, it's gonna look like this, okay? If you get unsteady, reset yourself, okay? You can do this multiple ways, it's up to you. You can go for a couple punches, reset. If you're newer and you're learning a little bit slower, okay? Go 1, 2, reset. 1, 2, reset. If you feel comfortable in your levels, you're only at about a 3 and you want to speed it up, give yourself consistent punching, okay? We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds now that I explained it. So get into your position. We're gonna punch forward for 30 seconds, okay? If at any point you get winded, your arms get sore, this is a new movement for some of you guys, take your break, okay? Shake out your arms. This is what your body feels, okay? You're punching, just 1, 2, jab, knockout. Make sure you bring both of your hands back to your face when you're finished, okay? Keep it up. We have 10 more seconds here. Reset yourself if you need to. Make sure you're twisting that core. Make sure you're breathing. Good job. All right, relax. We're gonna go into our second set of punches. They're called uppercuts. So we're gonna be in our boxer stance, which is stagger steps, okay, comfortable movement. We're going to give ourselves a little mini pulse in our legs. So if I'm from the side, I'm staggered, and we're gonna come down just a little bit, okay? We're coming down, we're going to drive up, keeping our hands at our chin, drive up. From the side, you're gonna look like this. Drive up, drive up. This is not a back motion. This is gonna come from your legs and your shoulders. The power is gonna come from your legs. Okay, we're gonna do 30 seconds of these as well. Okay, and begin. Make sure that you feel steady on your feet. Okay, if you have to, stop and reset. This is a great program because this is all depending on what you feel, okay? If you're having a bad day and this is really difficult, go slower, okay? Take your 2 punches, take a break, okay? If you feel really good, you feel like you can keep going and you're in a safe zone, give yourself 4 punches, reset, okay? This is based on what you can do. Make sure you're breathing, okay? Keep it up, you guys are doing great. Okay, 3, 2, 1, good job. All right, the last two punches we have for the 3rd round are called hooks. So we're gonna be in our stagger stance again. Hands are up here. We are going to drag our arms like we were dragging them across a table. So if this arm is a table, I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to open up my chest here, and I'm going to drive it across the table. Same thing with the other side. We're here, opening the chest, drive it across the table. So in real motion, we would look like this. Hands out our face, drive across the plane of our face. You want it to be around your nose and your mouth. Cross, cross. This is crucial when you're doing these, to make sure that you're staggered or you're going to lose your balance. You cannot cross without falling unless you're stagger stepped, okay? Make sure that you're on your boxer stance, and we're gonna do 30 seconds worth, okay? Here we go, hands up at our face whenever you're ready. Okay, really important when we're doing these, we are stopping about right here. We are not following through. That's going to cause some type of balance problem that we don't want. So it's going to take more from your core to stop your hand right in front of your face. And that's what we want to do. If you feel that you're getting unbalanced, stop, reset yourself, and keep going. Keep it up. This is difficult. Like I said in the beginning, your arms have been moving and grooving for, 3 or 4 minutes now. It gets to be a little difficult. Shake them out if you have to, and keep going. Make sure you're breathing. It's okay. If you're breathing, you want to exhale on the punch. So keep it up. We have 5 more seconds, and we're going to go into some special combinations with these punches, okay? 3, 2, 1. Relax, okay? Any breaks right here if you need it. Get a drink of water if you have to while I explain the next one. These ones are combinations. I will explain them first, and then we will go through them. So the first one, we're going to do an uppercut and a hook together. So what that means is we're going to be stagger stepped. We're going to bend in our knees, get that little uppercut stance with a mini squat. Bend down, come up, uppercut, open the chest with the other hand, and we're going to hook. So in a fast version, uppercut, hook, okay? We're going to do the same side each time. So non-dominant to dominant or dominant to non-dominant, doesn't matter which side you pick. We're gonna go for 30 seconds, and then we're going to switch to the other side, okay? Make sure you're stagger stepped. We're gonna go, doesn't matter which side to start, hook, uppercut and hook. Ready? Here we go. Uppercut, hook, uppercut, hook, uppercut, hook. Make sure you guys maintain that balance. Make sure you take breaks when you have to, okay? This is not something that's always easy, okay? You're pushing your cardio. You can get quickly out of breath. Absolutely take a break when you need to. Listen to your body. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate. Keep going. I'm going to go from the side so you can see where my legs and my body are, just in case you forget. Uppercut, hook, uppercut, hook. Nice job. Okay, relax, shake it out. We're gonna go to the other side. So if you did your uppercut with your left, you're gonna go to your right and vice versa. Make sure that your stance is still the same with your non-dominant foot in front of you. Okay? Uppercut, hook, opposite side. Uppercut, hook. Keep going. When we are giving a hook, we're coming back here. We're not opening up to give somebody a hug, okay? We're keeping it tight to our body, and we're using the torque and the pressure from our core to push through that, okay? You can pivot on the back foot that you have, whatever your dominant foot is, to get that arm across. We don't want it to come from out here. Okay, uppercut, hook. Keep it going. Give me 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Relax. Nice job. Shake it out, take a break. Combos can be very difficult, so give yourself a pat on the back if you can get through those, and if you have to take a break, that's absolutely okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to bob and punch. So what a bob is, we're going to be stagger stepped. Imagine if you took a ball on a rope and you pushed it and swung it back and forth. We don't want to hit that ball, okay? So if you pretend that there's a ball right here, we're going to be right above it, to the left of it. We're going to bob underneath, step underneath so we miss the ball and come back, okay? This is a bob motion. Practice those if you have to. We're gonna have about 80% on one leg, 20% on the other, and we're gonna shift that weight, 80% to 20%. Once you get that down, we're gonna add the punch in, okay? So we're gonna do 80% to 20%, come up, punch. 80% to 20%, punch, okay? Nice and slow until you get the movement down. If you go too fast, you can lose your balance, okay? We're going back and forth. If you are sitting, I want you to do the exact same thing. I just want you to shift, and I want you to push off the ground. Okay, in your chair, I want you to just give a little bit of a push and squeeze the muscle that you have in your chair. Same thing. The most important thing when we're doing this, if you go sideways, this is a leg and back straight muscle dominant type of exercise. So we're here. I don't want to see anybody bending over using their neck. Okay, we're not dodging the ball that we're bobbing from with our neck. We're using our lower legs and we're getting underneath of it. You guys have 15 more seconds here. Breaks if you need to, drinks if you need to. This is at your own pace. Relax. Keep it up. Nice job, guys. Okay. The next exercise we have, it's going to be a little bit of a burnout. Okay, you're going to take that non-dominant hand that we used in the beginning to throw a 1 or a jab, and we're going to jab it out. Okay, we're going to jab for about 30 seconds. So in our stance, your dominant hand will never leave your chin. Okay, we're here, punch with our non-dominant hand. Dominant hand is never leaving our face. Okay. This is a lot about balance and memory. So you need to go slow, go slow. You get a little more into it and you want to be a little bit more cardio bound. Give yourself more punches before you reset. 4 is always a great number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset. Shake it out. Okay? If you do this class a couple times and you feel you can go to 6, make it to 6 as long as you're staying within that 5 to 6 out of 10 zone. Okay? Keep it up. We have 10 more seconds here. After this, we're going to just switch to our dominant hand. Okay? Relax. Take a quick break, take a quick breath. Set up in your stance again, shake out your arms. Non-dominant hand is at your chin or your cheek. Okay? Dominant hand is punching this time. When you're punching this way, you can tip and pivot that back foot to get that torque from your core. Okay? This one might feel a little bit stronger, so you may be able to go for power punches. Just make sure you're maintaining good balance. Reset if you have to. Ten more seconds here. Keep it up. All right, relax. We have 2 more combinations. Okay, and then we're gonna go into a little bit of an ab. If you are doing these at home, combinations, if you get bored of mine, you can do anything. Okay, you know the punches, the first 6 punches in the beginning. You can give a 1, 2, 3. You can give anything that you want, okay? Make it up yourself as you go. Just keep moving. If you can keep moving, keep moving. So the next thing that we're gonna go to, they're called cherry pickers, okay? These are going to burn that shoulder a little bit. If you have any type of shoulder issue, I don't want you reaching as high as we are. I want you to reach where there's no pain. So if you have to reach and punch, you know, nose level or shoulder level instead, then do that. Let pain be your guide. If you have no problems with your shoulders, we're going to start here. We're going to drive our hands to the ceiling. Okay? Once you get that motion, we're going to keep our hands up here and we're going to stay punching. When we're punching, we want to punch with the pinky side of our hands. I'm sure most of you have seen what a speed bag looks like. They're fast. So when you get this motion down and you feel comfortable, we're going to continue punching this way. Make sure you feel balanced. If you feel uncomfortable, this hurts your shoulders too much, come down a little bit. Punch out in front of you. If that's something that still bothers you, you can come down. Okay, and if that still hurts, then just give a 1, 2 during this time. But we want to try to be up here, stagger steps, breathing, and punching. It's a little different than the rest of the punches, but it's going to really work those shoulders and that cardio. Keep it going. 5 more seconds. Okay, relax. Drop those shoulders. Really make sure you shake them out or they're going to hurt. Nice job. Okay, we have one more combination. It's going to be all 6 punches at once for 1 minute. So I'm going to give you about a 20-second break. Take deep breaths. Get that heart rate back down. Okay, take a drink if you have to. I'm going to demonstrate real quick before we go into our minute. Stagger steps. Okay, you're going to do your 1 jab, 2 knockout, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook. Okay? You can say that out loud if you have to. It's going to be sped up. It's going to be jab, knockout, uppercut, uppercut, hook. Okay? Jab, knockout, uppercut, uppercut, hook. Okay? All right. Make sure you're ready to go. Take a couple deep breaths. We're going to begin with the 6 punches. Ready? Jab, knockout, uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook. If you get the speed faster than I'm showing you, absolutely go for it. You don't have to keep following me. Like I said before, this is your workout. You do what you're comfortable with. This is for a whole minute, so don't burn yourself out in 20 seconds, okay? This is endurance for that minute. Any point in time you need to shake it out, shake it out. This is the final punching round. So gather up that energy that you have for this exercise and this class. Put it all out right here. This is the last one. You guys have gotten through all the other ones. Keep it going. Take a break if you have to. You can push yourself here. This is the time. We're almost finished with this cardio aspect of the workout. Deep breaths if you need them. Really exaggerate them if you have to get them out. That's what's going to fuel our muscle to keep these punches going. And relax. Keep it going. Nice job. We're almost done. Get a drink if you have to. Catch your breath. We're going to go into some ab exercises. So our first ab exercise, if you are comfortable with it and you would like to add any type of weight, it's gonna go in the opposite hand. We're gonna do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one. Just hold your fist here, not too tight, just dangling right here. We're going to take one arm, okay, behind our head. Typically, we're gonna bring it up right above our head. We're going to bend, push the one side down, push our fingers over as far as we can, come back up. Squeeze and exhale. We're gonna go for 30 seconds each side. Bring your hand that's above your head over, really stretch. You're gonna feel it back a little bit and then down your side of your stomach. Okay, switch sides, switch the weights if you have any weight. Hold it in the opposite side, hand comes up above your head. Really stretch. When you come back, make sure that this elbow and this arm is perpendicular to the floor. Oh, yeah, perpendicular to the floor. Right now, this is not about for reps. This is about for a feeling in your side. We're starting to cool down from doing some moderate cardio, so we want to keep the core engaged. But right now, we have a chance to bring our heart rate just down a little bit, start breathing a little better, okay, and focus on the movements that we're doing. All right, relax. The last one that we're going to be doing is entirely seated. If you are able to do typical sit-ups, this is a modification of a sit-up. So if you would prefer to do a sit-up, that's completely fine. But this one is going to be entirely with a chair. The modification and the progression will come from the chair. I'm going to show you from the side first so you can understand where I'm putting my body. So a easier version of this is you're going to be sitting feet flat on the floor, and you're going to have only a little bit of space between your body and the back of the chair. Okay, you're going to have your arms across your chest. You're going to come back, touch the back of the chair. You're not going to lean and fall. You're going to touch it, holding your core tight, and you're going to come back up. Keep your eyes forward and your head forward. Keep your back straight. We are pulling with our core muscles. To make it harder, if you still want to sit in the chair, the farther you are from the back of the chair, your butt is from the back of the chair, the harder it's going to be. Okay? Pull back. This is a slow movement. We don't want momentum to rock us back and forth. We want controlled exercise. So if you feel that you have to use your legs and core to come up, just scoot back a little bit. Okay, wherever you're comfortable. Exhaling when we come up. We're gonna go for 30 more seconds. Keep going. Just gonna show you from the front. It's equally the same thing. You're not gonna be able to tell, but my feet are flat on the floor. I'm straight up. My arms are crossed. This one takes a lot of negative motion when you come back to keep your body from falling. So it might look easy or sound easy, but it can be difficult. So really focus on the squeeze at the end and the exhaling when you come up. All right, relax, nice job. Any other ab exercises, any other stretching that you want to do, you can do now. So you guys have any set stretches that you want to do, that's completely fine. I'm going to send you through stretches that we typically do at the end of this exercise. We worked a lot on our upper body. Those shoulders, if you don't stretch them properly, they're going to be sore. Okay, so we really want to make sure we're stretching that back out, the shoulder out. We're going to come across our chest and pull. Deep breaths when we're doing this. We don't want to hold our breath. Okay, we're going to relax. We're going to switch sides. Okay, up above our head, behind our head. We're gonna pull at the elbow if you can reach here. If you cannot put your arms above your head, no big deal. Do any other exercise that you feel, maybe a neck roll, a shoulder roll, anything to get your arms loose because we were just using them for 30 minutes. Okay, and almost non-stop. If you are able and comfortable to do any type of quad stretching while standing, use the chair if you need to. You can pull back here. If you have to do this seated, that's okay as well. Whatever you're comfortable with. We did use our quads a lot. It might not seem that way, but our legs play a big role in keeping the balance of our stance and the bobs and the pivot. It's not all shoulder, it's coming from our core and it's coming from our legs. The next one we're gonna do, we're gonna stretch out our hamstring. We're gonna bring a foot forward and come down. If you have to hold on to something, please feel free to do so. You're not holding on to anything. Just make sure you're feeling, this isn't painful, it's a squeeze. Deep breaths. If it becomes too painful when you are pushing forward, ease up to where you're at. So you don't have to be down here, it's your level of mobility. So if you don't want to stretch that far and you feel it here or here, that's where you're going to stop. The last stretch that we're going to do is we're going to open up our back, our shoulders, and we're going to expand our lungs. So we're going to put our hands, we're going to interlock our hands, we're going to push forward, we're going to pull our shoulder blades apart. Then we're going to flip our fingers towards the camera, towards me. You're going to push, make sure you're breathing, you're going to come up to the sky, and you're going to take your big inhale and you're going to exhale. Okay? Same thing, we're going to do it 3 times, so that was the first time. Push forward, point your fingers to me, your palms to me. Come up and inhale. Stretch and exhale. Last one, I'm not going to talk. You guys focus on your own pattern of breathing and your own inhale and exhale, okay? Here we go. All right, if you guys choose to do the class again, make sure you feel comfortable, make sure you have that good stance. Really focus on getting through it. So if it was difficult this time, try to ease back on the intensity that you did the punches. Make sure that you can get through the 30 minutes. Once you feel that you can comfortably get through that 30 minutes, then pick up your speed, pick up the amount of punches that you're throwing, but overall, great job, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Thank you.